This is Brian, Atlanta Hot Tub Center and Tub Talk 101, and today by popular demand we are going to talk about monthly operating costs for a hot tub. Now before we do, if you like this video, please like and subscribe because that helps our outreach to help more people find the perfect hot tub for them and their families. Guys, what I did is I took a lot of higher end hot tubs in our industry that are relatively pretty well-known brands, and I got really in the weeds with it. And what I mean by that is Clear-A bulbs, microfilters, salt systems, salt cartridges, just everyday chemicals, monthly operating costs as far as electricity consumption goes. And I grabbed all these numbers and kind of came up with an average number. And I did the same thing kind of with the lower end stuff, right? I took a lot of the lower end hot tubs in the industry, stuff like Costco, Sam's Club, Home Depot, all your internet stuff, right? And I did the same thing. And I kind of got an average cost of that, right? And so that way I'm giving you this information, do what you want with it, but at the end of the day, it should help you make the right decision for you and your family. I'm not saying there's a right or wrong, but I think it is a good idea to have a good understanding of what you're paying for before you buy it. So let's kind of jump in here, guys. So what I found was, right, and again, a lot of variables went into this. It's a pretty good sized math equation here. But what I found is hot spring, Caldera, Sundance, Jacuzzi, Master Spas, right? These are full foam hot tub manufacturers, which immediately drive down the electricity monthly, right? The way that I took this particular category, right, is that I said ambient temperature of 60 degrees outside, okay, with the hot tub being set at 100 degrees, right? How many kilowatts are we pulling? And did the math equation to come up with approximate price. Okay, and then of course I took the chemicals that you're going to use week in and week out, and your filter that you're going to replace, and so forth and so on. All right, and what I really came to, guys, is that a monthly cost to you is about $40 or $45 on average. Okay, for your higher end hot tubs. Now, I know a lot of you guys are thinking right now, you're like, okay, 40 bucks. I mean, my cell phone bill's 150. Okay, I get that, but let's continue down this path so we can compare it to the lower end hot tubs, right? So that way you can kind of, because it stacks up over the years, right? So again, I understand it's only $40 or $45. It's not a ton of money, I get it. Now on the flip side, I took the lower end hot tubs, right? And again, there's nothing wrong with this. It's all about what's most important to you, and that should drive your purchase. I'm not telling you to buy a lower end. I'm not telling you to buy a higher end. That really comes down to you. So with that being said, I did the same thing on the lower end hot tubs. I took the filters and the self-cleaning systems and the chemicals and the insulation and the electricity, and I put it all together, and I got an average of $95 to $100 a month. Okay, so what I would like to try to do today is do a little bit of math with you here. What I want to do is I want to take $50, and I think it's more like 55 or 60, but for this instance, I want to take $50 difference every single month, okay? Now again, up front, I know what you're thinking. Hey guys, look, I know exactly what you're thinking. My cell phone bill is $150 a month. Who cares? Well, I think if you can save some money along the way, you can take the money that you saved and you can put that maybe into a different bucket, maybe get a little bit of a bigger tub or a different brand that you might be a little bit more interested, right? So again, let's take $50 a month as a difference, and now let's do it for 10 years, okay? If we do it for 10 years and we have a $50 difference between each other, right? You're talking about $600, right, in comparison to $6,000 at a $50 difference. That's a $5,400 swing, by the way, folks, $5,400 swing. So if you look at this year over year, how much you're actually saving, it's a pretty fair amount. You could take that $5,400 and put it into a hot tub up front and maybe, again, get a different brand that you might like better, get a different layout you like better, get a bigger spa that you might be interested, that might fit your family better. So I think this number is very, very, very important as you sit down and you write out your pros and cons to finding the best hot tub for you and your family. This is Brian at Atlanta Hot Tub Center and monthly operating costs for hot tubs in 2024. Thank you.